So let's talk about 5 ways that you can challenge low self-esteem, especially in children. So what is low self-esteem? It's just negative self-talk. As a grown-up, having this kind of thoughts, you might see that as normal, but you don't know where it started. It started from childhood. These kids, they grow up to just, well, they have a traumatic experience in their life. And it could be from something that they have no self-control. It could be like a genetic disorder. I see that in kids a lot. Take, for example, there's this famous motivational speaker. Her name is Lizzie Velásquez. And she's been going around speaking about her experience when she was a kid. So she had this genetic disorder where she cannot gain body fat. And so it made her really skinny. So she was picked on, bullied as a kid. But she used this experience to kind of motivate others to, help their situation become better people, to confront all this negativity head on. So those are the kind of things that you can do, for your kid, especially if you're watching this. You can kind of ingrain these steps or these points that are about to lay out, and kind of help them in their journey from childhood, to grown up. So one of the things you want to do is to challenge this negative self-talks. So how do you do this? Well, first of all, you have to recognize it in kids from their behavior. Or if they have a genetic disorder, it's a way to convert their adversity or their uniqueness into virtue. How can you take, for example, how can you use, like, for example, Lisa, how did she use her genetic disorder? Is she started teaching other people to embrace themselves, because most people, they judge because they don't know that she actually have a problem, a genetic problem. They judge her based on what they think of, or based on her appearance, which is not so. So that's the first thing. Challenges negative self-talk, and then set and achieve small goals. And how do you do that? So you set realistic goals. It could be taking them for like piano lessons. Maybe they learn, or dancing, sometimes soccer, those kind of things, little things that kids, swimming, those kind of things. Just kind of challenge them to set realistic goals and kind of achieve it, and then celebrate these wins. And then the second thing, you want to focus on their strength. Now, you have a vast variety of different activities that they can engage in. Pick the ones you know they're good at and focus on those ones. Now, and then that sets confidence, because if they're good at something and then you can encourage that, then that set confidence in them. And then another thing, they want to surround themselves with supportive people. It's not like because they grow up, or you grow up with the neighbors that you like, you expect your kids to grow up with their kids. You see what I'm saying? Because that is not, they might not like your friend or your neighbor's kids, and they're forced to grow up with them just because of you. So focus on who they want to be around, know who you want to be around. Of course, you got to make sure they're decent people. You don't want them to hang around like, bad influence. That's what I'm saying. As long as they're good people, but you might not get along with them, just make sure the kids that they hanging out with is the one they want, not your friends, not your friends' kids. That's what I'm getting at. And then, just kind of be like a model resilience. So you yourself, you're going to be some kind of a model for your kids, to demonstrate how they can handle setbacks. Because if you can handle setbacks, how can you expect your kids to do that? So if they have like a genetic disorder, just like Lisa, you have to basically take control and show them, be a role model of how, even if you don't have one, but you can find this, you know, just learn about your weak points and then kind of overcome that, so that way your kids can be a role model. So you can be a role model for your kids. Listen, if you want to learn this, you want to learn more about this kind of stuff, go ahead and book a call with me, and I'll see you on the other page. Bye for now.